This. We're here. We're good.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Soccer Idiots. We are completely full of idiots today. We got back Doug. He took that one.
We were hoping he wouldn't come back, but he found us. He found us.
I'm what makes us the
He
idiots.
tracked us down.
I'm what makes us the idiots.
We also
Oh,
want to just get this out. We made it inside also. AC.
Upgrade.
You know what I mean? Moving on up.
moving on.
So,
Moving on.
yeah, I know we're kind of late and delayed
That's
on.
life. That's life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
on,
Musiala is gonna be delayed.
Bro.
Is it too soon? No.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Musiala is gonna be out for a while though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, poor guy, poor kid.
I don't think. Yeah. Did you guys think he had to go in like that? Like I don't. I've never played goalie. I don't know.
You know what? It was like it was a high intensity match. Like
It was.
But did
you know,
he really need
Well,
to like?
backtrack to a couple games ago, he got cleated in the face and needed stitches. That either you go in like, okay, that's never gonna happen to me again, or you go in scared.
Yeah.
And so
and
that
he
he chose to
break Musiala's ankle,
chose
which is
himself,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor kid. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
He was good.
super talented.
Yeah.
Really
good.
4 to 5 months though is not too bad.
Not
It's
bad.
just, I hope he.
But I mean, like 4 to 5 months, like initial recovery, right? I mean, she still has to build up like
No, I think
strength and
when we
like
stay like 4 to 5 months, I think it's probably like everything. Maybe like the first 2 months and a half, or probably after that, and then like they'll rev it up and then go in. Because
That's crazy.
Because if not, then they would have been like, oh, like it
Dude,
would have been long.
his foot was like
It was and then-
hanging, bro.
When I saw it as this hanging, I was like, yeah, that's never a good sign.
Exactly, which was crazy. So it's weird that it's just 4 to 5
Yeah.
months, but
Anyways, we started a new thing where we give you like a soccer fact of the day, and today's is the oldest professional soccer club in the world is still active. It was founded in 1857, and that is Sheffield FC.
Oh,
Sheffield
nice.
FC. Is that?
that's
Premier
champions.
League?
or championship now. Yeah,
Championships.
championship now. But they've been in the Premier League a few times.
Yeah.
They've been up and
Yeah.
down, relegated. Yeah, but we're gonna start doing that. Just little fun fact of the day. But today we're gonna talk about. I know it's a little long, but the Club World Cup final that was played between Chelsea and PSG, and we do have Chelsea jersey right here. It's for
Miami
Mexico.
was technically in
They
the
were
final at heart because they hosted.
Galaxy.
No, it was in New Jersey.
Huh?
The final was in New Jersey.
No, I'm saying, but they were still technically considered the host. So
Inter?
I count that. Yeah.
Oh man, glad to have you back, Doug. Definitely glad to have you back. Yeah, Inter Miami was in. I mean, they made it out of the group stage, which was pretty impressive for an MLS team. You know what I mean?
I didn't think that. I thought they were gonna get there.
They're
Yeah,
They did eventually.
yeah. I mean,
By PSG.
the crazy thing, right, is like you always like think like, man, like they're a professional team here from the US, like they should be like at a high level, right? And then you play against these other teams where like, man, we're really not that good, you know? Like,
Well,
and
it
it's just,
helps when you
it's
don't
just-
have 40-year-old men on your team.
True, yeah. Suarez is like,
Hey, well, Thiago Silva was like 40 playing for Fluminense. And he's
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
But it's
I mean, he
rare
didn't
that
look like it
happens.
against Chelsea, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rare when that happens. So.
yeah.
And then just another one,
Modric.
Modric. is
Yeah,
one
he's still
coming off
playing
the
for
bench.
I
AC
mean,
Milan.
the new cover
Real
star
Madrid
of FC 26, Zlatan, still played until
Yeah,
like
30.
late, like what, 38, 39,
38,
right? Something
almost
like that.
pretty
He
much
came
40,
to-
yeah.
He came to the MLS and he went back to.
Yeah.
basically, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man,
But-
But
The final,
the final was pretty intense.
surprising.
Surprising, yeah.
very surprising. Well,
But then again, actually, no.
not
no.
too surprising.
No. Well, the way PSG was coming in and then the way they got,
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
Yeah,
like what I
that-
mean by
yeah, that-
surprising.
yeah.
We're like PSG were like on a very high note, playing great soccer, and then
yeah.
Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea was too, though. Right?
And I
You
called
don't
that
knock them
PSG game. I was off by 1 goal, but I called that PSG
off.
game.
What did you say? 2-0?
I said 3-0.
Oh,
to Real Madrid, against Real Madrid, yeah.
Yeah.
They said-
Oh,
They were at 3-0, 3-1, but 3-0 was like,
Yeah,
then they
crazy.
got 4-0. But you know what? It's because when you look at Chelsea's, like when you really look into Chelsea's team, their midfielders aren't as bad as like everyone else. Like so, like in the sense that you have like Enzo Fernandez. You
Yeah.
have Moises Caicedo,
Yep.
who just pocketed all three of those midfielders, and then he also played Reece James in the midfield. So he basically
That was crazy.
But you know
Putting
what's
Reece
crazy?
James.
That looking at the lineups, right? Well, it wasn't really like on the official lineup, but like once the game started flowing, like you can see that Reece James was in like that midfielder spot.
Yeah, so they're all good, like on the ball, like just like the PSG player, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, and
But
Joao
those
Neves.
players, when you talk about being good on the ball, they're just as good off the ball, winning the ball, being
Mo-
physical.
Yeah. So
yeah.
like they matched each other like super well, and I don't think PSG had ever played against a team like similar to like them.
At least recently, right?
At least recently, yeah. I mean, so they were probably like, I don't know, I guess caught off guard maybe, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Well,
it was just
because at the end of the day, like even we've talked about how they're midfielders, they're fast, they're pacey, but Reece James is fast. You know, Caicedo's not the slowest either. Probably the slowest one with Enzo, but
but
Enzo.
Enzo's good with the ball.
Enzo's very good
But-
with the ball. And did you guys see where like it's crazy, right? This is like where coaches really do come into play, right? In a game where like if you set up a good lineup and you have a good like formation coming in, right? And
tactics,
like tactics. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. You can really match up well against any team, right? And Enzo was playing like that, like attacking midfielder though, because I don't know if you guys saw like every ball, and this was like throughout the tournament too, like where like there was like a long ball or a long pass. Palmer would kind of tuck back in to recover the ball, and then Enzo was the one,
Yeah.
you know, breaking out into like being like another attacker, you know. So you know,
you
I
feel
think
comfortable because like, he does that same thing for Argentina.
For Argentina,
as well,
exactly.
where like he's like a complete total midfielder. Like he's
Well, even then, like the tactic that Chelsea had was like the fanciest long ball tactic I've ever seen in my life. It just
yeah,
get it up to the forwards because they're not going to have numbers in the back because they're pressing, have them control it, and then we start playing from their side of the field instead of battling it
exactly.
in our box, basically.
Yeah, and I think that countered well with PSG's like high
High
press
press,
that they
yeah.
had been doing. So yeah, so I mean, I guess surprising on the scoreline just because I didn't think they were gonna leave PSG at 0.
Yeah.
Again, right, with having like such a great team.
Well, PSG fell asleep too coming into the game. They beat so many great teams, and then we go back to the conversations we've had, you know, off the podcast where all these amazing considered small teams were playing against Chelsea, and Chelsea had the easier route, but those Brazilian teams were nothing.
Yeah, they weren't.
they're
nothing
they're
to-
tough teams.
yeah.
They're gritty. Yeah.
Not to be taken lightly at all.
Yeah, I was rooting for Auckland City.
But even then, Chelsea, being a Chelsea fan, you hear that Chelsea has not been a good team at all.
They haven't been though.
But even then, they're still fourth place in the Premier League.
No, no,
Yes.
no, because that's why they were in
No. This year, not this year, but this past season, they.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah, they came back up, but I mean,
but even
previous seasons
but
before
even-
that, that's why they were.
well,
in the
yeah, but
conference.
even this season that just passed, people were saying they're not a good team. It's like we're top 4 in one of the biggest leagues in the world.
toughest leagues too. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Definitely.
And
Yeah,
so
no, they
they-
got good players. Cole Palmer wearing the ball. The new striker that they got,
Oh
Joao
my
Pedro,
God,
is
that
a
guy.
baller, bro.
dude, coming out of like vacation to join the team like already in quarterfinals, and then you come in, you score against Fluminense, and then
His
you
boyhood
score
club,
in the
too.
final. Like that's like, bro, what a
He-
story.
yeah,
And
he
then the
was
chip,
balling.
that
Yeah.
chip.
No, the goal that I like the most was probably Cole Palmer. Like if you look at it in slow motion, the fake shot that he does, and
yeah.
then he sets it up, and then it's just like his trademark where like he'll just look like he just passes it to the bottom corner. It
Yeah.
looks so slow, but it's just so
Yeah.
angled. It's just like ooh,
It's perfectly
and it
placed.
goes in, and then
Literally. Yeah, you know what the crazy thing is like that really is just composure, right? Like a lot of like players, I mean at that level you should have great composure, right? Where like you don't get too excited, like, oh my god, I just tricked someone. Oh my god, that guy slug tackle, like, oh my god, and then you know what I mean? Like cause then you just but yeah,
But
definitely.
even the defense from Chelsea, Cucurella and
dude, Cucurella made one
Dude.
smart. But like for some reason, that guy just looks like
he doesn't know what he's doing out there, huh?
yeah, like
Yeah.
he like nobody likes him.
I didn't like
But-
him at first. I
but-
didn't because that's when Chelsea was doing bad. But then I would see him play for Spain, and I'm like, why can't you play like that for
It's a
Chelsea?
system.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's not like
it's a
yeah,
system,
exactly.
yeah.
That
It's a
one
system,
play
yeah.
that he made, where like a lot of defenders would have gone for like a slide tackle or would have like gone for the feint. Like he waited, and then like the ball just like his positioning was just so good, and it was just like he was right there. I'm like, that's a smart, that's an intelligent player right there. Like, and we go back to PSG's defense where their center back was it Pacho. He didn't play. You bring in Geraldo, like that's like they're good, but it's a drop off.
It's a drop off.
So,
But even the center back for Chelsea, how he was just pressing into the midfield, not letting PSG play because, as you guys know, as we talked about, PSG's midfield was so solid, and they were
Yeah.
just pressing, and didn't let Dembele get the ball at all because they're like, that's the danger.
That's
like
their guy.
yeah.
Dembele do it. Even what's his name? Krava, he got subbed off early in the second half for Barco. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Coming in. But again, the three players up top for Chelsea, they're similar to the three players up top for PSG. Like,
Yeah.
Pedro Neto, he's no slouch. Like, he's fast. He's good. He'll take you on one-on-one. So Pedro coming in, he's a baller. And then not even talking about Palmer. Like
Palmer's not, I wouldn't say he's fast, but he's just so crafty. He's just so crafty. Like the way he's able to just go past defenders is crazy.
and he gets in your head. You guys see what he's doing to Fabian Ruiz with a little, and then he just like, they're just not gonna take any crap.
Yeah.
Cheeky, bud. Cheeky.
And then their outside backs are the same. Cucurella is good, and then I like how he incorporated Malo Gusto, right back to French guy.
Oh
like,
yeah, there we
he
go.
can
There
go
we go.
up
Yeah,
and down and
Yeah.
attack.
I was
That
trying to
kinda
remember his
negated,
name.
Nuno Mendes and Kiwi.
Again, right? I mean, I know you're actual like Chelsea fan. I know you follow Chelsea. Is the head coach now? Has he been
Is
there
the
for a
Manesca?
while? Or
He's
is
been
it...
here the whole season.
Yeah.
This whole
Okay.
season he continued.
So from last season, when they got back up to fourth place, well, there you go.
Yeah, the whole
Because I know
season.
before that, I know Chelsea was not doing
Chelsea.
that great. That's when they like picked up like they got Sterling, I think, right, and like
Loan, I think.
yeah, like
I
all
think
these
so.
players like.
But even then, around that time,
Pochettino, I think was a coach.
yeah, even that time,
Gosh. No.
So
we were desperate.
This is the thing. Where, like he started off like the season, and again, like it took him a while to like figure things out. And like the second part of the season is when like he turned everything around. So I mean, there's hope for the U.S.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
I'm hoping.
Yes.
Bring out the U.S. jersey.
But yeah, like, after that he turned it around, and obviously like.
But around that time, it was around the time where like Frank Lampard had just been appointed
Frank
coach.
Lampard is a terrible.
He wasn't bad. Just Timo Werner was trash too.
You know what? Though Timo Werner is one of those players that like fell off as well because I remember
As
when
soon
he
as
was
he
with
got
Leipzig.
as soon as he got to Chelsea,
Yeah,
he fell
because when
off.
he was with Leipzig, he was
was
very good.
He
I remember
was.
he was like one of those players like
I think they
people
were
were
playing him
like-
as a winger though.
yeah,
But
he was playing left wing.
But it goes back to what you're saying is that they were changing managers so quickly, and
Yeah.
now you had a manager that
I feel like
work
that's what
with the
Chelsea
team.
does though. They do it
not all the time, not all the time, but
Not
they
all the time.
they
But I mean, like,
but they did
But
it in that they did it so fast. Yeah.
Recently, Chelsea had gone through like a couple,
Yeah.
like a couple head coaches. So, I mean, good for them. I mean, it's always great when big soccer names are doing great.
Yeah.
It's because it's good for soccer.
Well, one
know?
big name,
So,
Sanchez.
The
Oh
goalie?
my
Yeah, he's
dude! Oh
good.
my god!
Yes.
I was like, that
'Cause
guy's
they
not
have-
real.
yeah, they have him, and then I think they were like flipping between him and Jorgensen.
Well, he was supposed. I think he was supposed to be like the
The starter.
second string
anyone's
keeper or
better
something
than
like.
Kepa, I think.
Dude, how dare you?
Kepa's not that great. And then he went to
Terrible.
Madrid and then figured out how to play goalie again, and then like was really good. And
That
then they
happens
still-
to
And then
everybody
he
that
won,
goes to Madrid.
He won a starting. I think he won like a starting job back in Premier League. I think I was like one of the lower mid teams. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's still
Yeah,
playing.
I guess.
He's still there.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad. Chelsea definitely a big team. I think PSG
They fell asleep.
was on a high on
Yeah,
cloud nine or whatever on a high horse, and they just got knocked down.
yeah.
That's what
Because
happens.
the first half was terrible for them. Terrible. The second half was evened out, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
But
they
it
still
wasn't
didn't go.
Yeah, they-
Yeah,
it's still-
you can't be like, oh, Chelsea was on their toes and didn't know what to do.
No,
it was
not at
just,
all.
just
so
even
Chelsea was still attacking, which is
Yeah.
good. A lot of teams just
close
Okay.
up.
and then like they were still keeping the ball. They were pressuring. They had to look for opportunities. They did what a big team. normally
And they
With
and
the-
they
with a
frust-
lead, right?
And
Like,
they frustrated. They frustrated.
frustrated PSG.
PSG.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because there's definitely not a point in the game where I thought like, oh man, Chelsea's in trouble, or like, oh, Chelsea's
Yeah.
against the ropes or anything like that. So definitely,
Where you see like, oh, PSG has life. Like they're gonna score one. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't even.
And because
go
that's the thing,
dangerous.
right? Because sometimes you could be down. I mean, you can always be down in the game, getting a goal maybe before halftime or right
Early
coming,
second half,
early
early
second
second
half.
Talk,
gives you, like,
talk,
like a
talk
second-
about games that everybody knows. I mean, the World Cup final was like that. the World Cup final. Oh, Argentina got it in the bag, and then it just
France
flipped.
came in. Yeah,
and they flipped
exactly.
it.
They had like that last 10, 15 minutes of like momentum where like Argentina could have even lost it if
Yeah.
Debo didn't make that that big save.
Yeah.
So
Best goalkeeper
Crazy.
in the world. Little dances and all.
But yeah, no, he's a great. You know what's crazy about him? Now that we bring him up, like that he keeps wanting to move. I think it was like to Man U.
Yeah, Man
like,
U.
I
no
think
one
they got
really-
him. I think they have him now, right?
No, he's like the latest. Man U's the latest interested in
Yeah,
him.
which is crazy because he's almost 42.
Well, have you
No,
seen?
He's not that
Have
young.
you seen
He's
their
not that
keep?
old though for a goal.
Yeah, he's no, but I think he's on his way to 40. I think he's like 37, 38.
No, I think he's
I don't
younger.
think he's that
I think
old.
he's a little.
No,
No,
younger.
let's Google. Let's
Who
fact
did
check
that
that.
last time?
Let's
I
fact
did.
check that, please.
No, but yeah, I think I don't know, man. That the Man United keeper.
Onana.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
You know
Nana.
what's crazy?
I'm about to go
Oh,
try-
Nana.
I'm about
You know
to go
what's
try
crazy
out.
that with Ajax, he was really good.
Yeah,
He was like one of like the like a good goalkeeper. Like you could, because Ajax again is like one of those like academy like clubs where like
but you
they
have
come out
the, you have the
touching, you know what I
difference
mean?
in you have the difference in, especially when it comes to
He played for
Move.
Barca team too. I think
I
he came
think,
out of Barca.
I mean, now that we're on the Premier League, right? I think it's just like Man U, again, a big name club, right? Where it's like they just have not found their groove, and I think it's just like within like
they haven't found
In
their groove
themselves,
since
like-
Alex
Equals
Ferguson.
32.
32.
Oh,
okay,
he's
I guess.
super.
yeah,
oh,
he's
Oh, he's
Yeah,
young.
goalie,
Yeah,
he's
he's
still-
young.
yeah,
He's young.
yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of life left. Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah, my bad.
even Man U when Ronaldo was there, they didn't want him there because he's like, oh, he's too intense and
But it
he's
was
too
part of
this.
the coach too, Eric Ten Hag. Like he just didn't have like control.
But,
like he
but
just-
again, right? It's like because like I feel like the name sometimes it weighs really heavy because again he was a great coach, came in
but you can't compare where you come from, like Ajax.
exactly because
And
Ajax is very like
Well,
young.
I
To,
forgot
even though
what
it is like the top team in Netherlands,
you don't have superstars.
Yeah, because you're basically
'Cause
like
you-
forming everyone.
That's what I'm
from the
saying.
bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like so
you
it's like
need
academy players
You need to learn
and
how to
very
coach
young.
superstars.
So like you
yeah.
have that mentality where like, oh, these guys. So there's no ego, right? These guys are hungry. They go
Yeah,
out there and like
exactly.
they still want to win. And then you go to
Well,
Man
at the
U
time,
and, like,
at the time he was when he first got there, he was like benching Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, he was old, but Cristiano Ronaldo was the only reason they had any life in them whatsoever.
Yeah.
Scoring goals like crazy.
And it's hard when you're trying to replace Sir Alex Ferguson, and nobody's been able to do it like for how long he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
even the coach now, I think he had a couple good games and then like
But,
But-
Amorim,
yeah.
But even then, like
he
you,
looked stressed. Bro. He
Bro.
looked fresh coming in, and after he was just like
His gray
eye
hairs,
bags, and
yeah,
he was just
like done.
he was
yeah.
like, I should have just stayed.
he looks like Guardiola now.
Yeah, a bald Guardiola.
Oh,
yeah.
what did Mourinho say? He was like, if you enjoy what you're doing, you wouldn't go bald, or you wouldn't lose your hair or something.
Dude,
like
Mourinho was
that.
like one of the most intense coaches, which is
Sorry,
crazy. that he's
I
at
love
Tottenham.
when he was at Chelsea, dude.
But going at now that we're on coaches, right? I think it's a good thing to bring up what I don't know if you guys caught like Luis Enrique's press conference after, where like
Oh, what he did before the
Oh,
game
what-
against Real Madrid, he was like,
yeah, super mad.
like,
And
what
then,
do you guys think of like? Did you think ever like a coach, like regardless of the circumstances, like should go in and like do something
No,
like that?
no,
Maybe like
no.
try to get the players to calm down.
Yes.
but to like
No, yeah, he,
definitely like de-escalate situation.
Yes.
Yes.
You're the coach.
When you're going
Yeah.
in and you're escalating the situation,
But you
and-
know what? Is it even look like that? Though? I think like Joao Pedro just like
Well,
made
because
too much of it because he looked like soft and he was just like,
well, that's soccer.
like-
Look what
That's
happened to
soccer, bro,
Cucurella.
yeah.
Cucurella.
bro, no, Cucurella is such an antagonist. I don't like that guy.
But-
Did you see him where he like
But you know
bumped
what?
in and he was
That's
like,
what.
pulled his hair for the red.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Literally.
that's a red card. Honestly,
It is
like,
a red card.
No,
You
it's
can't
not
touch someone
because
like that,
he's the
dude.
one that
You
initiated
can't
it. So
touch
if
someone
anything, like
that.
just yellow and yellow, like
You
or
can't
cut your
touch-
hair.
no.
imagine he had scissors.
yeah, like he starts going at. No, but
No, but you can't do that. You can't. It's like if I bump you and I just bump shoulders with you.
But he's
you-
the one that started
Yeah,
it.
but if I bump you and then you
and
let
like
me
he
walk,
kind of did it like.
but you
elbow
let
up.
me walk and then you trip me, that looks so much worse than me just bumping you. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's where you have VAR. Like they even replayed everything, like him going into it,
Yeah.
initiating
And
everything.
initiating the
like,
contact.
yeah, and then
But it goes back to them winning that final.
Come here.
They're that scrappy team. Like we're gonna get in your face. We're gonna get in your
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
We're gonna piss you off. You have a game plan. We're gonna make sure you're not thinking about that game plan. Like you have Palmer's like that. Enzo's definitely Argentinian like that.
Yeah.
And then-
Cucurella.
Cucurella, for
Cucurella,
sure.
yeah.
that's
like
why
that.
everyone was booing him.
Yeah.
All I could hear is that song that he sings all the time.
Which one?
No, we're like cucurella, Haaland, tiembla, or something like that. You know, I remember when he did.
Yeah, he was like, oh, he was like buzz. He was like drunk.
Dude, it was like when Man City
On the
won the
stadium.
treble.
No, wasn't it also for Spain when they won the Euros?
Oh, that's when he did it.
think so, yeah,
And
that's
so,
when
but
he
it
won
was
it.
it was around the same season Man City won their treble and Holland was doing like amazing, and then he ended up saying like, where was Cucurella this whole time?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, man. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I again, right? We go back to saying like, if you're going into de-escalate, that's for anybody. If you're on the sideline, your job is to be on the sideline, do what you got to do there. I think once you go into the field, again, it's to de-escalate, right? If you're in there and you're escalating, especially at a like a high level at that point, like you have to be more composed, right? To where,
I
like,
think that they were just hot. Like we're
They
the champions
were,
of Europe.
yeah.
Like you didn't expect that. You know, like
remember when who was it? Who was it? It was the two coaches. I think it was like Chelsea, Liverpool. No,
it was Chelsea.
and they remember they shook hands and they wouldn't let each other go when Chelsea
Yeah, I
had
think
that.
it was Antonio Conte and
Who was that coach? It was
Jurgen
Chelsea.
Klopp.
No.
It was Chelsea.
It was Chelsea, but it was the
It
guy.
was Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte.
No,
the
Antonio
Italian?
Conte. Yeah, but who was the other guy? That's
The
when,
Liverpool coach?
No.
Was it against Arsenal? Or was it against?
No, it was. Conte was Chelsea's coach at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conte was Chelsea's coach. I think it might have been against Jurgen Klopp.
No, it wasn't the guy looks like Jurgen Klopp. I know exactly. Like if I
Really?
see him, put Conte handshake, aggressive handshake or something.
But going back to
I think
all
it might
that-
have been Jurgen Klopp.
all that
Let's
fiasco,
Am I gonna be 0 for 2 right now with the Google fact checks? We might have to cut that out of the pod.
and that's why we're called soccer idiots.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what we're talking about. We we don't know.
Well,
No,
anyways,
we do, but we just don't.
the point right I brought Luis Enrique up, right, was because I think his post game interview was pretty smart, where
It
he
was
was like,
Thomas Tuchel.
"There you
Thomas
go,
Tuchel.
there you
Tuchel.
go."
No, so
I'm not 0 for 2.
so who was Tuchel coach for then?
Chelsea.
And then
And
Conte was
Conte-
coach for
Conte was
Tottenham, I think maybe.
Yes,
Tottenham.
yes,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, it was Tottenham, Chelsea, and then they got aggressive, and they were just like outside the game, like nobody wanted to let.
but
the
at
goal
least
in.
it's with the managers. Like you can't go up to the players and.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and like yeah.
But it's
Well,
like
maybe depends on. I don't know.
Herb.
What did he? I don't know.
we do
But
not
what did he
condone-
say after
We do
that
not
in the-
condone
in the
this type
press
of behavior.
conference?
Also in the press conference, right?
He was
Luis
mad.
Enrique's
He
like,
was pissed.
no, so he was
Even,
like,
I think he even said the game has come soft.
yeah, no. He kind of like made the point where like he's like, oh, like he's like, I don't want to sound like my ego's kind of big, but like a lot of people like me, like. So if you don't like me, it's because like something, and then he's like, and then when you lose, he's like, no one ever loses in sports. He's like, no pierdes, es una aprendencia. So you like kind of like you learn, so it's not a loss, you know, kind of because
Yeah.
at this high
remember.
level of football, like you don't lose.
Yeah, he was
All
like,
you do is you
nosotros
learn.
no somos perdedores.
Yeah,
O algo así.
yeah. Vosotros no somos
Tío,
perdedores.
Tío, nosotros no somos perdedores, tío. Yeah, something like that. I remember.
So I thought it was cool because, you know, just for any like maybe people watching soccer, any kids or anything like that, it's a good kind of like way to think about it, right?
He
You know
looks
what
like
I'm
a very intense coach.
You know what I mean?
Though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look how the video, right, that was circulating when Mbappe was like waiting at the line of press, where he like
God.
No, with
Dembele, and
But
then
if you do want to take it back, when he first did get there, and he told
Mbappe to do
yeah,
it.
he told Mbappe, he was just like, I don't know what he said, but
He compared it to Michael Jordan.
Michael
He said
Jordan.
Michael Jordan was the best ever, but he was intense offensively and defensively.
he
And,
tried to
like,
get him to do that. And if you really want to look at it, so look how PSG when they destroyed Real Madrid, like you see Vinicius, you see Mbappe, both of them they were like pretending like to press,
and they wouldn't.
and then they saw they weren't gonna get that, and they were just like that.
They were
They were like
just what's it called? Just going through the motions basically when it came to defending. They're just going through the motions.
And I think Mbappe really just doesn't like if maybe again, right? Maybe we should ask him, but I don't think he liked Brazilians. Because remember, he was really like clashy with like Neymar too in PSG.
I don't think it's a race issue. I think he thinks he's that guy. Like he thinks he's the one that's
He's
gonna
the guy.
the guy. Yeah. And at the end of the day, man, it's just
You think it's like
he's
not like I guess his confidence isn't as high as you would think because like he feels threatened maybe by like other high caliber players.
He has that
Maybe.
type of Ronaldo mentality. Like I'm the best one on the field. I do this better. But he never shows
But
it.
Ronaldo
He
did
doesn't.
though. You know what I mean? Like Ronaldo had that thing where like he was cocky and arrogant, but
But
it's
he
like,
backed it up.
bro, he stepped on the field and you knew, like you were in danger every time he got the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Mbappe doesn't have that, and I feel like
Yeah.
he's not as crafty.
Well, the thing is,
as,
even Ronaldo, dude, Ronaldo, as much as he liked scoring goals, selfish as he was, his thing wasn't, I'm going to do it. It's, what are we going to do to make this happen? What is the team going to do to get me the ball? What is the team going to do to score the goal? And Mbappe is just like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen.
Hero ball,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah,
Hero ball.
I know a guy like that.
Yeah.
Usually doesn't work.
Well,
Hero ball doesn't work. But yeah,
that's
I mean,
what he wants to do. He drops into the midfield, trying to be a part of the play when in reality, or opens up wide, when in reality he just stick to being a 9 and making the runs behind and creating space for the rest of his teammates. But he doesn't do that.
I mean, because he's not a 9 also. Like he's more of a.
Yeah, I don't see him as a 9. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he should be left wing instead of Vinny.
Yeah, but with
But
the
then
amount
Vinny,
of,
nobody can play right wing.
but the amount of skill that he
I don't
has.
think any of them should play left wing if it's not Rodrigo. I think
Rodrigo's crafty, but Rodrigo can use both of his feet, which is crazy.
He doesn't play good as he does on the left on the wing, as he does on the right.
On the
Like
right.
him on the left wing,
but a
completely
player
different
is
from the right.
but a
Like,
player as talented as Mbappe, you should be able to adjust.
And even Ancelotti, I think it was
I don't think
Ancelotti.
he wants to adjust.
He doesn't. That's it. Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
he
Like he doesn't adjust to the team. He expects a team to adjust to like,
him.
okay, this is what I do on the
Well,
field.
'cause
Like now
look
you guys gotta
at-
figure
Kind
it
of like
out.
the same
'Cause-
thing when it comes to a coach. You know, like you see what your players have. Like you don't want to. Oh, like I'm gonna play a 4-3-3. Like that's just what I'm
Exactly.
gonna play. Like no, you need to as a coach.
Because even Ronaldo, when he got into Real Madrid, he was a winger and they put him as a striker.
Yeah, and they gave him number
because
9.
he
And
wasn't
he-
as wait. Oh,
He was
Oh,
originally
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo was supposed to originally be a winger for Real Madrid, and
he
they put him
was.
as a
He did. No, he was a winger.
no, but they
When he first got there.
but there is a good amount of
No,
time
they
where
had
they put him
give
as
him
a striker.
They had give him the 9, and then he would play a lot of striker.
Yeah, that's why Benzema
No, he
wasn't.
just had number 9.
No, but that's why Benzema was out of the question for a long time.
No. If you really look at it, Benzema
'Cause I remember-
didn't
no.
start shining or taking it until Cristiano left.
Because I've seen even
So Cristiano was actually like a winger. He
well,
just had a different.
no,
number.
but
He
even
was number 9.
especially around the time Mourinho had him, because there's even a Mourinho interview where he tells the press where he's like, I had to put Ronaldo as a striker because I didn't want to waste his attacking ability to where he had to drop and he had to defend, and then I have him neutralized because he's more worried about defending than getting the ball and attacking. So he did play a striker for a while.
Yeah,
Google
I mean, right? Yeah. I don't know. I never heard Mourinho say that. I'm just kidding. Messing with you, Doug. No, but yeah, no, it's true though. It's true.
There is an interview. If someone could find that interview, watch it. At my house.
Link it below or something. Yeah, because I don't know, but yeah, I mean, again, right? It's just Mbappe doesn't have that flexibility that you would think, and I just feel like he's not a leader. That's just literally what it is, right? Like it's a leader. You adapt, and you have you have your team. You help your team adapt as well.
Will you be you're the example, and he doesn't want to be the example. He wants to be
just wants to be the guy that scores goals. Yeah.
Exactly. And like 1/3 of his goals this season were penalties, and people were like worshiping him. And I'm just like, okay, when Ronaldo did that, everyone
called him Ronaldo.
And then when Messi did that,
and all that El Enano only scores. Yeah. No, I mean, again, right? I I don't really care. I genuinely hate Madrid because I'm a Barca fan. But I don't know. I think Xavi Alonso is gonna do good things for them. Ancelotti at some point I think was even playing 2 up top.
I think I heard some.
Or was that Xavi?
I think I heard some noise already that Xavi's complaining about how Mbappe doesn't want to.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, right? Yeah, it's just like,
and he's like the 3rd or 4th coach to complain about that.
Well, the way that he plays, like he needs center mids that
are good on the ball.
Or center mids, like you know, and like Valverde, for as much
Guys.
as he's a center mid, like he's
just a workhorse though. Like
he's more of a box to box type player, not someone who's gonna control the tempo of the game.
And
like
honestly, besides Bellingham being just handsome and has like handsome. A nice English accent, like I genuinely I don't see him do anything on the field that like Madrid benefits from. You know what I mean? Like what like Modric and like Kroos, let's say, would bring to the table to where like Kroos was that like long ball slinger, and then Modric was like the slick, like give me the ball, create something. Bellingham does not have that.
But how are you gonna have that when you're
when
forward
you're 6'7" and you just
when your forward is checking in all the time
Not
to
great, but he's
to
pretty
receive
good.
it instead of
I still like
making runs to open up the play for you. You know.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. I don't know. It's just I think Madrid will still go into the season not having the midfielder that they need. And again, it's and
Midfielders. Well,
Arda Güler is actually pretty good. He's actually really good on the ball.
the way he got nutmeg, but what's the name by Kava?
Yeah.
Where like Mbappe tried to do like that step over, and Kava just was like, "Give me that, son."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then Arda Güler went to pressure, and he just toe poked, and he was like, "Okay, and then I'm off."
And you're out of the picture
Yeah,
now.
like
Yeah.
the only real center mid that Real Madrid has would probably be like Dani Ceballos, where like he's
yeah.
good on the ball. He'll go, he'll touch it, he'll go, he retrieves it, he'll switch possession, like come and go. Like
Well,
Dani Ceballos is the only
Even
one.
then, Real Madrid is kind of everywhere when it comes to the rest of their team. They don't really have center mids at the moment, or at least it looks like they don't, because we haven't seen anything besides, what they have, and it doesn't produce anything. And then even their defenders, it doesn't look like they have defenders either.
Yeah.
And
No, I mean, look that guy, the young guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And I do apologize. Hussein.
He's pretty good.
He's good.
Yeah.
But what happened? He wasn't there for the PSG game, and then their defense just completely fell apart. I think Rudiger is
I don't know what
not
happened
that
to
great.
Rudiger.
And then honestly, Asensio, I think, was just a little bit blown up, a little bit more of like, oh, this is the guy.
yeah,
This is the next
made
Ramos.
a mistake
And then
too,
he just
yeah.
made a mistake.
yeah,
And he's been like that. I think he's a hothead too. So
he's young too.
he's
super
yeah,
young.
but I mean, so is like again, right? Kubarsi.
Yeah,
Kubarsi's 18,
that's true.
and he's a lot more composed and
Yeah.
a lot better on the ball. But again, that's just Barca style, So anyway, so I mean, we again got a little bit sidetracked, but going back to kind of this season coming up, I know the teams are in preseason, but what do you guys think? You guys think Chelsea's going to be top 3 Premier?
It's
Maybe win the Premier?
It's rough to say just
They'll
because
be up there because the transfers they got, like Liam Delap, Joe Pedro, like those guys are
Yeah.
ballers, bro. Like, they're good.
I also think that the Premier top teams aren't as strong anymore. I think Man City's having a little bit of a setback. Arsenal just is Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna always be Arsenal, and I don't think they're gonna.
I don't know. Liverpool look like they can contend again.
Yeah, and I mean, so I think out of those 4, I think Chelsea has a good. I mean, maybe top 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Top 2 or
I don't
3.
know. Manchester City, they bought some ballers. Like that guy, right? Cherky.
Yeah, if they could stay healthy, right?
Whatever happened to Rodri?
Rodri's back.
He's
Rodri's
back.
back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's because Rodri controlled that entire team, dude.
Yeah, well, he's like literally Busquets.
Busquets,
like
yeah.
Busquets 2.0.
It's more probably like athletic, faster, and has a shot.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I would definitely take prime Busquets over.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
I did not need Busquets to be faster or more athletic. Like what he brought to the table was more than enough.
Kind of like me.
He invited pressure to
So yeah, Busquets.
Anyways.
But yeah, so I mean PSG. We can't even say top 2 for PSG. PSG is literally on a 1-man league.
Mhm.
Leon looks interesting. I think not Leon. My bad. Monaco. Right. I think they got Pogba too.
Pogba.
Yeah, they did. I'm glad Pogba playing again.
Again, yeah.
Again. So I mean, we'll see. Maybe, but I definitely think PSG will.
That'd be fun to watch though, to see Pogba.
I don't know. Let's see how this Club World Cup and like how these teams made it, like how it affects them.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people are saying.
Right now is going to be like their preseason. I was like,
that's
like
quick.
PSG, Chelsea, like all these guys that made it like that. So like later on, I'm like, go take a break. Like this was your preseason.
Technically, yeah.
Right now, you need to get your players recovered. Have them go take breaks because if not, they're in for a longer season, and then the World Cup is also coming along too. So like,
exactly.
Yeah, like.
And then I don't
take care of.
I don't think Madrid's gonna continue they're gonna continue on a bad streak because Mbappe's he's a problem. I think he's the biggest problem in any
crazy.
team.
He left PSG. PSG won the Champions League, and then Real Madrid just.
And anybody I talk to about soccer is always the same. I said PSG, once they get rid of him, they're gonna
do
shine.
great things, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, I think even if we go through like the top leagues, Madrid would still be. I don't even think they're gonna win the league this year. I think Barca's still a step ahead.
But they're still Madrid.
They're still Madrid, exactly. Madrid. Yeah, they're like the comeback.
As much as I hate to say it, they're still Madrid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
they'll sneak up on you if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But from there, Bundesliga, I mean, just Bayern will kind of take it. And then the only other interesting league would be, or not interesting, but more competitive, I guess you would say, where there's actually fights
The
for
Scottish League or what?
no, the Italian league.
The Italian
Yeah,
league,
Italian league. There's
yeah.
always
Is that AC Milan?
they're always competing.
Juve,
Napoli.
Napoli.
Mhm.
That one's pretty tight, but
But we
I don't know.
we'll be excited to talk about all those games, all those players.
Coming
Definitely
up.
excited about Pogba playing, so we'll definitely be talking about him.
So that's it for today.
Yep.
Don't forget to subscribe, like,
What's wrong with you guys?
and see you guys next time.